After the summit in San Francisco by the two presidents in November 2023, I hope the bilateral relations between China and the United States can stabilize a little bit and enter the status I call it new normal. By new normal, I mean, China and the U.S., these two countries' relationship is still quite difficult, and the two countries still have competitive relations. But overall, the two countries can co-manage these bilateral relations and prevent it from deteriorating further, even into some military conflict. And also, the two countries can cooperate in the areas that the two sides and also the whole world need. So this is a kind of uncomfortable coexistence. The two countries, have a lot of disputes, differences, but we can peacefully coexist. We accept the reality that this bilateral relations is a more or less competitive relationship in its nature, and also we realize that both sides cannot achieve all the goals it wants, and at the same time, both sides have its resilience in its domestic, political, and economic system. So in this competition, neither side can win very easily or lose very easily. I think this is the new normal I defined. So it's like an L shape. So in past 5 years, the bilateral relationship deteriorated like a free fall, and now I hope the two countries can stabilize just like this L shape. But of course, if we want to see this L shape, this new normal in the future, I think there are two preconditions. The first one is in the year 2024, the two countries can avoid any major crisis and also manage the very difficult period of U.S. presidential election. Particularly, we need to avoid any military clash or accidents, for example, in South China Sea. I think this is a potential flashpoint. And the two sides also need to coordinate during this U.S. presidential campaign period because usually in that period, the U.S. politicians always scapegoating China, criticize China. I hope those kind of campaign rhetoric won't turn into tension between the two countries. So this is the first precondition. The second precondition is at the end of, November 2024, no matter who win the election in the U.S., I hope next the U.S. administration can maintain the continuity in its policy to China. So if there is some strong continuity on the U.S. side, I think this L shape will continue. But of course, if the next administration, no matter it's Democratic one or Republican one, change its policy towards China dramatically, then the bilateral relationship will deteriorate again. So if we can have this, achieve these two goals, I expect the two countries can gradually enter a period of new normal and uncomfortable coexistence. Then have a relatively peaceful and stable period of bilateral relations. January 1st, 2024 marks the 45th anniversary of the normalization of China-U.S. relationship. I hope we can draw lessons from past 5 years and gradually maintain good, constructive and stable bilateral China-U.S. relations. That will be critical for both China and the United States, and also it will be critical for the whole world.